I wanted to talk about some family quotes that I've heard since I was a little girl. It's funny me saying I was a little girl because I was always like a little old lady. I was quiet. I was observant. I was thoughtful. I'd ask interesting questions. Anyway, back to the subject. Um, One time I was a teenager and I was complaining to my main uncle, the one who was a successful businessman. He was the eldest. And I said to him, you're always criticizing me and you never say anything positive. You never give me a compliment. And he said, what do you mean criticizing you? When I tell you you have a beautiful baby, it's your fault he's beautiful. Okay. So I think that's what they used to call a backhanded compliment. But anyway, it's a compliment. He had also told me, stop being a do-gooder. When you're older and you have money, then do good. Don't do it now. It seems I haven't taken his advice. So I still try to do good. Now I have another uncle. He played the, there's the don't sit too long alarm again. Memento. How could I ever travel? I mean, if I was on a train or bus, would I get up every 11 minutes because I shouldn't sit too long? I mean, the next stop, they'd be calling the men in the white coats for me. Okay, back to my uncle who played the piano. He said some interesting things. The family was having a discussion because all of a sudden there was the invention of the birth control pill. I think this was in the 60s. Well, anyway, everyone was giving their opinion, and finally he said, hey, if you don't want a piano, don't go in the piano store. Okay, I have this other uncle, and he was more versatile. He played all the string instruments. He was the kind that would be working in a restaurant or nightclub with his guitar, walking around singing to the tables. He was extremely handsome. He was taller than everyone else, and he loved sophistication and courtesy, and like an old-fashioned movie star. And he did very well in his career. And he always dated or had companions that were women that were very sophisticated. And as the case is, you're usually older when you're like that. The women were always older, very educated, very polite, and that's what he liked. And he didn't care that they were older than him. Anyway, after I had my first son, he called to congratulate me, and the first thing he said was, "Oh, my darling, I hear you have beautiful babies." Wait, that's not exactly right. "Oh, my dear, I hear you make beautiful babies." Anyway, that's how he was. He liked to express himself in that very romantic way, whoever he was talking to. Of course, when the rest of the family heard that he said that, they chuckled. They kind of made fun of him, but it was a nice way to be. When he was in a restaurant, he would go, Gaston, to call the waiter. And what can I say? Let me see. Did I miss any uncle? Let's see. We have the pianist. We have the string troubadour. We have the owner of the music store. Ah, yes, the one who was my mother's favorite. He was the youngest. He was very cute. And he was very matter of fact, very logical. He would say things like, I never get hungry. I just eat because it's mealtime." So upon hearing things like that, I said to him, well, what made you marry your wife? Uh, how did you choose her? How did you decide that she was the one? And he said, it's simple. You meet someone, you can't live without him, so you marry him. So even though what he said was said in that very, matter of fact way, it was a very nice thing to say. Imagine he couldn't live without her. So that's some family quotes. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, when the piano player came in once to the family house, and I was like, I don't know, a middle-aged teenager, and he went to hug me, and I said, no, 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 no. I just was too old for that to just go around hugging everyone every time you see them. I never liked that anyway. I thought it was weird. So when I said that, he said, please, no squeeze. So, well, that's enough of memories for now. I hope they're watching me. I hope they're amused.